I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different.
Okay, class, so today we're going to discuss a very important topic called diversity. Now, when most people think of diversity, we tend to think of those college brochures we see with a bunch of friends hanging out who are, for the most part, very similar, aside from the fact that they are of different races. Normally, when we think of diversity, we tend to associate with a picture like this. One where it is a group of people who for the most part are similar, aside from the fact that they are of different races. And we can't be blamed for that misconception, because the media does tend to associate diversity with race. However, diversity does include those of different cultures, different ages, those who are disabled, those of varying socioeconomic standing and background, those of different sexual orientations, and many, many more. Diversity is a powerful thing and can make groups so much stronger. Here's another idea of diversity. You can see this one up here has people of different ages along with races as we're used to, and they all seem to have different ideas. They seem to dress a little differently. The diversity that we see here shows students who are disabled also along with that race idea that we tend to associate. And as I mentioned earlier, it's very strong and it can make groups so much stronger as a whole because you have very different viewpoints and perspectives, and you can bring those together to create some amazing ideas. One personal example I have of diversity in my life is with Women in Leadership, which is an organization that I work with, and all the women come together to help the community. We help different nonprofits, and all the women there's a lot of diversity in that organization. All the women are of different backgrounds, have different upbringings, and are both, have different regional ideas of things, like different socioeconomic ideas. Many also have different life goals. We're all majoring in different things. It's actually very interesting how those things help better the community, because everyone has a different perspective that they can use to help different groups of people or collaborate and realize different problems that we may not have noticed if we had not had somebody who understood those issues. Diversity, however, does not automatically mean inclusion. Inclusion is kind of what I just demonstrated, where you have those differences, however, you bring them together and you collaborate, and you're able to include everybody no matter the walk of life that they bring and what they have to bring to the table. Unfortunately, there are many people who have prejudices, and those create barriers. And there are many organizations that work to break down those barriers. There is a little depiction of that rage brought on by prejudices. And there are many organizations that work to break down those barriers. One specific one right here in our own backyard is the YWCA, and their slogan is eliminating racism and empowering women. These are two diverse groups that they are definitely working to help the goals and work for help these issues and discuss race openly. And race is the main one that we did associate with diversity, but they do discuss all kinds of other issues like gender, helping those who are women and those who identify as women. And I highly recommend attending one of their discussions. They discuss movies and pop culture and all kinds of depictions in the media of these different forms of diversity. We must all realize that we can come together with our different walks of life and our different viewpoints, and those can be very positive in allowing us to create a better community. After all, we're all people, and we have that in common. And regardless of what hurdles we must jump, we can all become understanding and tolerant of one another, and help make the world a better place. Thank you for listening, guys.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my cylinder.